Hi! It's 2009, you guys! Woo! So yeah, I didn't do a video last week. I've been working a lot these past few weeks. And I didn't really have time last Friday. I thought about putting up something to let you guys know I've been busy, but that didn't pan out either. And Hannah's been busy as well, so that's why she hasn't done Monday's video for this week. Next week should be better because my hours got cut, which means I need to hunt for another job, which is really something that I'm worried about because it took me a long time to find this job to begin with. So finding a second job and being able to balance that, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to have to. I had a really good Christmas. I hung out with my family and we watched Rocky 1 through 4. Me and my two brothers did. It was like a non-stop marathon of awesome. And Rocky 4 has got to be my absolute favorite. I mean, like, the whole part where he runs up the mountain and yells Drago, you know? I love that part. And the music to the montage is just so 80s. I mean, that whole movie is hilarious. I mean, they have a robot and stuff. It's pretty sweet. And New Year's, I really didn't do much for New Year's Eve. I had to work the next day in the morning. I had to be there at 8. Which was lame. I had New Year's Eve off, but they made me come in New Year's Day and work from 8 to 3. And I was like, I would rather have had the next day off and worked New Year's Eve. So I didn't drink. I didn't do anything. I stayed home and I watched V for Vendetta, which I had never seen. And that might be one of my new favorite movies. That movie is so amazing. I kind of want one of those masks now. Just because of what it stood for. It was just so revolutionary. It was just gives me chills just thinking about it. So I did that. And then midnight came and I watched the fireworks from off my balcony because the city I live in, they had some fireworks and stuff. So I watched that. And that's about all I did. I went to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning and got up at 7. That was pretty weak. But I was up listening to drunk Asians say hilarious things. So I was up for a while. Nothing else really poignant comes to mind to talk about. I was going to possibly talk about some like phases and stuff that I went through after high school, but I don't know if I'm comfortable or even in the mood to talk about the stuff that I went through after high school, the person I was back then. It was very dark, very depressed, and I did a lot of things that I'm ashamed of now. And I don't know if I really want to get into it. Maybe another time when I feel like having that open heart-to-heart, you know, soul-bearing conversation with you guys. But I'd rather keep it a little upbeat today. Other than that, life's been pretty decent. I mean, I've got some days off next week, this coming week. I'm going to go home. I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm going to hang out with my fam, hang out with my brother. Maybe, hopefully, they'll have another Rocky marathon on, and I'm going to be like, yes! Because I haven't seen Rocky 5. That's the only one I haven't seen. I've seen the new one that he made a couple years ago. And I watched it with 2 of my brothers in the theater. And don't go to a movie that's kind of cheesy with 2 drunk guys. Because they just giggle the whole time and make really bad comments. And there's people around us and they're like looking at us. And I'm like, Ben, Andy, shut up. And they're like, hee. No. And I love my brothers. They do stupid things and they're crazy, but I love them so much because they're so entertaining. And they're just fun to hang out with. If you want to have fun and you want to party with somebody, you hang out with my brothers. Those are the guys that you hang out with. I was always like the quiet, laid back one. And they're the more up in your face, up in your grill, wild kind of people. I was the good girl, if you can imagine. I was good in the sense that I never got caught. I kept my crazy antics to a minimal at best. But I really hope you guys have a good new year. I didn't have any resolutions because I made a resolution to stop making them because honestly I never really get around to doing them or fulfilling them. So I just try to aim for making every year better than the last one. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. So have a great 2009, you guys. I hope 2008 was good. Here's hoping gas prices don't get back up to 4 something a gallon. Alright? Love you guys. Bye. They call me Lupe. I'll be your new day. Alright, so I went to Walmart and I was like wandering around the candy aisle, and I noticed something I'd never seen before, and I was like, oh my god. That's the only size they had though, was giant. And I was like, a must have. Never had this before. I got the kind with almonds in it, because I like almonds. So, we're gonna try it. I don't know how this is gonna be. Okay. Jesus Christ, this is a big candy bar. Let's break off a piece here. Okay. So this is, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Oh my god. Okay. That's delicious. So on. You're right. Symphony rocks.